So after my father retired, he became a kitchen shareholder with my mother. And he loves to eat, so he loves to cook, and he makes some amazing, food. Now what happened is we would see him uh, go to the bazaar, get the stuff, in the evening sit and cut all the vegetables and everything, and such precisely all the pieces would be of the same size. So like he would really put an effort into that, and then he would make all the masalas, keep it separately around the gas stove, and then he would start cooking. Now throughout my life I have seen my mother like going into the kitchen, fat fat fat, she's doing something and the food is ready. Never realized the amount of effort that she puts in. I mean, she of course with practice has become picked up that speed. But now when I started noticing my dad, how so much of effort he's putting to make that food, and even while serving, he serves it so immaculately, like beautifully, and we just eat it like in a minute. And my mom is like, look at your father, he's put like 2 days of effort into making this, and we have eaten that food in 2 minutes. Now this is an example I wanted to make to focus how fast we eat, and slowing down is a process of self-love. Two very important things. One, when we eat, most of the time when we eat, we smell and we are like, there's a sense of greediness in our needing to eat that food, and then we consume it fatafat, right? So what we are consuming is actually not that true essence of the food. What we are consuming is greed, because our nose is all hyper with the smell of the beautiful good food, and we eat that food pat pat pat, jaldi jaldi se, and that is how we are consuming greed, our own greed only. But if and when we eat the food slowly, what happens is we have a lot of taste buds on our tongue. We spend a bigger amount of time in the mouth. When we spend as in I meant when we eat the food and keep it in our mouth and chew it for a longer time than we usually do, we are letting our taste buds on the tongue get satisfied. And when we consume that inside, we are actually consuming that acceptance, that joy, that comfort of having all our taste buds satisfied. So that makes a huge difference, because what we consume, what we put inside, is how we behave outside. What is that? I'm forgetting the quote here. As within, so without. As above, so below. So as inside, so outside. Now that is one part. And the second thing is appreciating the effort. So since childhood, since growing up and then quickly becoming an adult, I don't remember being grateful to anything, especially to mom cooking and all the effort that actually mom and dad both. So in this journey of self-love, another biggest thing is having gratitude. And if I have gratitude for that effort that has been made to put that bit of food in front of me, that beautiful, tasty, amazing looking food in front of me, then I am eating gratitude. I'm consuming gratitude, and that is going to flourish outside me. So having that gratefulness, that just it doesn't, I don't know, I mean, for me it was because I did not grow up sitting in front of the food and praying, which I have seen few of my friends do it, and I think in Christianity and in Islam people do that. They sit together, they pray, they for the, you know, the effort that has been put in making that food in front of them, like we see in Sheldon. But we never had that in our family, so therefore shifting a behavior which was never completely not there was very difficult for me. I could not all of a sudden, you know, start praying in front of my food because it felt very awkward. I do it now, but it took me a while. So I feel that even if we have that one single thought of gratefulness just before we are about to eat something, I think that is enough. And not just eat, even when we are drinking water, even when we are drinking anything, any cold drink or any tea and coffee, that thought of gratitude and thankfulness for the effort made is going to change the whole, I mean, the whole process of our life, because we are consuming something with so much of gratitude. Therefore, what we eat, we are that, we become that. We eat gratitude in a way, and then we become grateful. And there is one more huge actually point. So since I started eating slowly, I also started losing weight, because when we smell a very tasty food, we get greedy. We are eating that greed, and we eat fast. So what happens is that our body stores that extra food in the body. But when we are eating something slowly, and when we are eating it with a lot of gratitude, and we are satisfying all our taste buds when we are eating it, then the body eats only that amount that the body needs. The body will never eat extra. We end up eating extra because of the greed that we have in our mind for that particular food, that taste we feel that it will give us. But once we start following, like, you know, eating slowly with gratitude, and then the body only stops us from eating more, and therefore I lost weight like that. That was one of the major reasons I started losing weight naturally. You really don't, this is my opinion, it can differ from people to people, but you really don't need to do a lot of diet and rigorously do exercise. Exercise is important, but doing rigorously just to lose weight, no. If we can consume what we are putting inside our body with mindfulness, slowly, with appreciation and acceptance and comfort and gratefulness, that is exactly what is going to show outside. Peace.